What's up, guys?
Hey
Welcome back to
guys.
Real Tea with T and D. And as always, I'm your boy D. And if it ain't black, then it's whack.
It's whack for sure. And
Who
it's
are
your girl
you?
T. Hi. You guys already know who I am. I don't have to explain myself.
We're not gonna really get into that this time, so let's just move on. Yeah.
Perfect.
Before we even get into anything specific right now, I gotta say that the feedback from the first episode was insane. Like I'm
Super
super,
insane.
super grateful. Thank y'all so much
Thank
for
you.
all of the
Seriously.
feedback.
Thank you
And
so much.
I was expecting maybe like 3 people to listen, like our close friends, and that was it.
I was expecting like 10, because
Oh, you're shooting for the stars.
we
Okay,
have we
Buzz
have
Lightyear.
more than three
That's
friends at
nice.
least.
Okay, fair.
To
That's fair.
infinity and beyond.
Fair.
Thank you guys for your
But no,
support,
thank you guys so
honestly.
much for that. But yeah, man, let's just hop into this little, thing we have going here.
Hot topics with
The
Delvin.
hot topic section. You know, I do what I can. Anyway, let's talk about something that happened recently that honestly, I think I just woke up from it because I was asleep. It was that boring. No shade. I'm just saying. And that is the Super Bowl halftime performance show headlined by The Able, aka The Weeknd. Yeah, man, I'm just very disappointed. Before I even say anything, what do you think?
No, I'm gonna let you say your part and then I'm gonna get into it because actually
But I told you to go first.
no, I'm gonna go second because I had the same opinion as you, but now after watching it today, I have a totally different opinion.
Oh, that's cute. I guess I'll start this.
That's why I'm gonna let you go
So,
first.
yeah, man, I was just very underwhelmed. There was nothing about the show that really like entertained me.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, like I like a lot of the actually every song that he performed I like. I like a
Yeah,
lot of his
same,
music. The
same.
music wasn't the problem. It was the entertainment aspect. There was nothing about the show that was entertaining to me. Like I know that he had like a whole message behind the whole performance and all that kind of stuff and I'm really proud of like how far he's come because he used to be homeless. I don't know if you knew that. He
Yeah,
used to be
I was gonna
homeless.
say that too.
So like I'm really proud of it's really inspiring to see where he is now from where he was
For
back
when he
then.
started.
But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the performance, and it was just boring to me. Like I'm sorry. There was nothing about that said halftime Super Bowl performance.
It said more so of artistry, and this is who I am as an artist. So
Yeah.
again, like he was very minimal.
You can do that at the BET Awards, though.
You can, but that's the BET Awards.
Right.
Would you ever see him performing on the BET Awards?
Absolutely. What? Why wouldn't I?
Anyways, I thought it was, again, when I first watched it, I thought it was boring. Then after watching it for the second time, I was like, okay, he is kind of telling a story between his, songs. And what really touched me was House of Balloons into Blinding Lights because he wrote House of Balloons
Which I knew.
while he was homeless. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually very something that's touching. And then choreographer Charm LaDonna, I kind of liked the whole field entrance. I liked it.
They ran around and
No. The running around I didn't like.
girl. Okay, that would have been cute for like the first minute or two.
It
It
was a
lasted
minute or
like
two.
30 minutes.
Well, the entrance, I don't know. I'm a sucker for lines.
It's
I
not
like
that-
formations.
Girl, they were just in lines, just marching like freaking like they're in the army.
Exactly. I like that
That's
type
boring.
of stuff. No, it's not.
It's not.
Well-
Okay, Beyonce did it too, but she actually had choreography in it. They were just
But everybody's different.
Right.
You can't have
If
busted out
someone's
choreography
great and the
for an
other one's
artist
not.
that doesn't do choreography.
the other one's great and the other one's not.
So you didn't get anything from it. You're just like, it was still boring.
Like I said, I like every song that he performed. I really like. Like I like. I'm not gonna say a lot of his music. I'm not a huge fan, like super fan, but I am a fan of The Weeknd. Like I like his music. But other than the music itself, there was nothing else that really like set halftime Super Bowl performance.
No.
I just didn't get that.
I didn't
but-
understand the tunnel scene.
I enjoyed the memes. And that's about it. That's all that I. You know what? That was the best part of the halftime show. The memes.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
It's the truth though.
No, Earned It was good.
No, I said what I said and I said what I meant.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. But yeah, Abel, I just want to say, I'm proud of how far you've come. It's very inspiring. But next time, we don't need a story, girl. We need a performance. No tea, no shade. I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm proud of what it was, but it could have been better.
I agree.
'Cause we
Okay,
both like
we
entertainment.
can agree on that. But
Yeah.
I'm actually falling asleep, so let's move on. Yeah. So speaking of halftime Super Bowl performances, who were your favorite
Okay.
thus far?
I have what, 6
Girl,
favorites?
we only got an hour. Come on.
I'm just gonna name them. Janet from Super Bowl 38.
Janet and Justin, or just Janet?
Just Janet, not
All right, we're gonna get into that in a
Justin.
second, but keep going.
Prince.
Justin, I'm coming for you. Just know that.
Prince, of course, and the Super Bowl was in Miami that year, so that's like.
First of all, wait. Prince is on my list as well. Do you understand? Like, Prince is.
I love Prince.
Prince. People used to call Prince gay or whatever. Just so y'all know, calling him gay wasn't an insult. I would love for Prince to be on our team.
Okay.
Like, are you kidding me? Also,
Legend.
you can call him gay all you want. He'll still take your bitch.
Okay.
There's that.
With, what's my favorite word? His.
Aesthetic?
Yes.
Come on, girl, make a t-shirt.
Come on.
Just make sure. I'll let you have that one since
I'll
it's
be
your
like,
word.
by
but,
Delvin on
but yeah,
the,
just
on
say
the
that.
bottom
Just
of the shirt.
I gave you the idea. Just remember that.
Here we go.
But no, like, and it was raining during
Yeah.
Prince's performance. Legend. God was like, you know what? This is so good. I'm gonna cry. And it started
Producer,
raining.
like stage.
You didn't get the joke?
No, I didn't.
Oh God, keep up. Keep going.
Bruce Rogers, the production stage manager, he called Prince and he was like, do you know that it's raining? And he was like, yeah, Bruce, I know that it's raining.
Sure do.
I know. I'm still going to perform.
And is.
And guess what? Can you make it rain harder?
And can you?
Legend.
He said, "Where's Storm?
Okay.
I need more rain, girl."
Okay.
Like, what he said? Make it rain harder.
Make it rain harder.
Okay. But no, that performance was legendary.
Legendary.
Prince, yeah. You say you have 6? Wait,
Yeah.
who were the other ones?
Katy Perry. And I only said Katy Perry because of
Girl.
visuals and theatrics.
Let me take a sip on that.
I liked it. I liked the tiger entrance. I liked that she was in the sky and she was singing firework and she was...
In the sky, like a bird.
Yeah, she was floating.
She's not Pidgeotto.
And then
She's
I like
not
how
a
she
Pokemon.
brought out Lenny Kravitz.
I mean, that's the only person you like that she brought out?
Well, and Missy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's not forget. Katie is not one of my favorite. Just saying. I think
Really?
wait. I'm a little offended.
What?
You didn't say Michael Jackson.
Well, that was kind of...
Kind of what? Look, we already did this
All
about
right,
Beyonce.
so this is real tea.
Let's.
I love Michael Jackson, but I'm not like a soul Michael Jackson fan.
All right, this was the episode. Thank y'all so much. We're gonna go fight real quick. We'll be right back. Are you kidding me? Anyway, we don't have time to really discuss. You know what? I'm gonna let it go.
We'll discuss it later.
For me, Michael Jackson, Prince, of course, Janet by herself, Justin. I'm still coming from you. Just stay tuned. Wait a minute. You didn't even say Beyonce.
Because I knew you were going to say it.
But is she one of your favorites?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
See, you have to cover me again,
Beyonce
y'all.
by herself, and when she did it with Coldplay and Bruno Mars. By the way, Coldplay was just there taking up space. No shade.
No shade.
Like,
He
I like
was.
Coldplay, but girl, you
that
didn't do
show
anything.
would have been nothing without
Beyonce or
and
Bruno Mars. Bruno and Beyonce 8.
8.
B squared 8.
That whole segment was just genius.
They really did. It was really amazing. Like,
Yeah.
But I think that's it for me as far as my favorite. Now, my next question is, who do you think should headline the next show?
Okay, so my top person right now is Usher. Because I feel like he's
Usher definitely
consistent.
he has the discography. He is an entertainer.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I if not Usher, Missy Elliott needs one by herself.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says.
I was
by
actually
herself.
saying...
Missy Elliott is one thing about Missy. She's gonna have the entertainment and the dancers and the production. Like, she has the discography, just like Usher. Like, she can definitely do it by herself. So I don't understand why Katy Perry, out of all people, Caitlyn, I don't know if that's her name or not, but I'm gonna call her that. Caitlyn Perry had to bring out Missy, Melissa, Misdemeanor Elliott.
But see, that didn't even do it justice because Missy couldn't even do what she wanted to do. Like, after watching it, I was like,
exactly.
Missy could do way, way, way,
yeah, so
way
give
more.
Missy a performance by herself. Please and thank you.
How do you feel about all female artists headlining?
That would be dope. Like I said,
don't
female.
know who. I thought about it and I still don't know who.
Beyonce, Sasha Fierce. That's it. Yeah. I'm kidding. I mean, you know what would be nice? Beyonce, Rihanna, and Nicki, the Holy Trinity.
Ooh.
That would be sickening. But we ain't getting that because Rihanna said, forget music. Y'all gonna wear these panties and these bras, and that's it. Okay? Y'all gonna take that, and that's it. But yeah, overall, the halftime show was boring. Missy needs her own set. If not Missy, I'll take Usher. Now, I also want to talk about her and how she absolutely. Her is so beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, she sang America the Beautiful, right?
Yeah.
That her can do no wrong in my eyes. Like,
yeah.
And people want to complain about R&B is like dead and not existent. What the hell is her?
Thank you.
Her is a phenomenal R&B artist.
She's bringing R&B back.
Like,
especially for the females.
What? Her is amazing. Her can do no wrong in my book. But
yeah.
What do you think about her performance?
It's just breathtaking. She's so minimal, so she just makes an impact within her voice.
It's so elegant and effortless.
It's effortless and it's angelic, and I just love her.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, her. Like I said, she could do no wrong in my eyes. So there's that. Also, let's talk about somebody who, first of all, she could have sang it by herself.
Yeah,
just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan. Oh my God, Jasmine Sullivan is one of the most underrated artists that we have right now. Like, that girl. Her voice has been amazing since birth. Yeah. Like, there was like this video of her singing. I think "Home," from like The Wiz. I think, isn't it from The Wiz? Diana Ross. I think.
Yeah.
But she was singing it as a kid. If you haven't seen it, look it up. That girl, Jasmine Sullivan, is amazing. Ugh. And she sang the national anthem with some other white man. No shade. I didn't know who that was.
I didn't either, honestly. Sorry.
I'm just saying. But Jasmine could have done it by herself for sure.
That voice.
It's unmatched.
It's unmatched.
Jasmine is, like I said, one of the most underrated. Her voice is insane.
Raspiness.
And she has a new album out. First of all, that album is freaking amazing. Jasmine. Actually, I think she called it an EP, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Album, EP, whatever it was. I don't care. It's amazing. Yeah. First of all, have you heard On It with Ari Lennox? I never knew that I needed a ballad about riding dick.
Like that.
That song spoke to my spirit.
It's like they were saying what we were all thinking.
I was thinking it, and I want to do it.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm tripping. I really just said that. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I said what I said, and I meant what I said.
Hey.
But yeah, that song is amazing. Lost One. Have you heard? First of all, I love Lost One, but that song is toxic as fuck. She literally said, "Don't have too much fun without me. Don't fall in love with someone else." Like, how can you fuck up a relationship, break up with someone, and tell someone not to fall in love with someone else? Like, toxic at its best. And that's one. Honestly, that song is really real though, because that's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's
a lot of people don't want to admit it, and a lot of people are afraid to feel pain.
Yes.
And admit to what they did and how they fucked up. Like, that song is so real, but it's toxic as hell. It's so real. Like, she literally said that, you know, she's a disaster and she's working on it. She even said that she was selfish because she knew. Like, if you haven't heard that song, Jasmine Sullivan, I think that was the first single she released off that EP, actually. It was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. And then Pick Up Your Feelings, which...
That is my song.
Jasmine, I love you. I genuinely love Jasmine Sullivan. Like...
She spoke the truth on this album.
She did. She truly did.
Spoke the truth.
But the album, EP, whatever you want to call it, absolutely amazing. And then she also lost a lot of weight. I don't know if you know, but her mom is battling cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, so she decided to go on like this weight loss, like health journey with her mom to kind of help her mom get healthier and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why she lost weight as well. And people were saying that she was too skinny. Can y'all just leave people alone? Like,
here we go with the criticism.
Like,
it's ridiculous.
Mind y'all business. Like, if she wants to lose weight, let her lose weight.
But she looks great.
She looks amazing. And she had a legitimate reason to lose weight. Y'all just are so miserable. Like, just shut up, okay? Jasmine, you look amazing. The EP, album, whatever you want to call it, is amazing. And, yeah, we appreciate you over here, and we love you.
Fans, girl. We love you.
Super fans. Stands at that. Mm-hmm. But the last thing I want to talk about real quick, and this one really upsets me because how dare you? Justin Timberlake finally, after 50,000 years, apologizes to Janet Jackson and Britney Spears. Justin Timberlake, let me tell you something. 20 years, bro. 20 years. It took you 20 years to apologize.
It's a long time.
Listen, mind you, I don't know if you remember, but Justin headlined, I think he headlined the Super Bowl 2018. So he did the Super Bowl after Janet and still didn't say anything.
Wow.
Like, if you were going to apologize, you had so much time to do
you
it
had ample time.
before now. But now, given of, the climate of what's going on right now with people getting called out for their shit, now you want to apologize. 20 years, Justin? 20? Like, okay, you apologize. That's cool. Great. It might even be genuine and sincere. Whatever. Cool. But you waited 20 years to apologize?
I don't think it's genuine if you're waiting that long to apologize.
Are you kidding me? I'm 28.
Okay.
Sweetie, 20 years? That's first of all, that's like 15 years. 19 years too late. Okay? You should have been apologized. And he also apologized to Britney Spears. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the whole Britney Spears and Justin story.
I'm not.
Justin was dead ass wrong for what he did. Like, Justin and Britney used to date, right? And I think the same year they broke up, Justin went solo from NSYNC, right?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing, Justin, nobody can tell me that Justin didn't play off of that breakup and make Britney Spears look bad. Like, you knew what you did because the same year you broke up with Britney Spears, you went solo. And mind you, I love Justin's music. Like, I'm a huge fan. He released "Like I Love You," his first single. After he left NSYNC, it went to I think number 11 on Billboard, right? Which 11 is not bad, but for you to be a part of probably the biggest boy band group of all time, NSYNC, and for your single to go number 11, that's not that great. So what did you do? You played out the breakup. Like, you're not going to sit up here and tell me that he didn't really play with that breakup and make Britney look crazy. Because after he released that, guess what song was released after that? Cry Me a River.
Wow.
And guess what? In the video, he had a Britney Spears lookalike. Like, you're not going to sit up here and tell me that he didn't play with this breakup.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
He used it to his advantage, basically.
He did. And Britney wasn't really saying anything. And also, he had an interview with, I think, Barbara Walters. And she was asking him, like, why did y'all break up? And he was like, oh, I made a vow to Britney not to say why we really broke up. But then you go to the piano and play a song about some crazy woman or something like that. I'm like, Justin, like, what are you doing?
Hypocritical.
Like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're making Britney look bad, and she's not defending herself, so she's not saying anything. And, like,
that's a damn shame.
If you think about it, even right now today, Britney Spears is not the Britney that we grew up on.
No.
Like,
Britney. It's sad.
Have you seen the documentary about her?
Yeah, I have.
I haven't seen the whole thing, but it's really sad, man.
It is. It's heartbreaking.
Like, she doesn't own her life at all. Her dad owns her house.
He controls her.
Literally controls her. Literally.
And she's suffocating from it.
Like, I just feel so bad for her. Like, I genuinely do. Because Britney Spears, first of all, Britney was that girl. Okay. Let's not forget.
Don't get it
Slave
twisted.
for You, Toxic. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Britney used to be that girl.
Hits on top of hits
like,
on top of hits.
She really was. But Justin, you knew what you did that whole entire time. Granted, I like a lot of your music. You're a great producer. But, girl, you tried it. Mm-hmm. Like, you should have been apologizing. I mean, obviously, Britney has forgiven him. But, nah, bro. You waited too long to do that.
Way too long.
That was fucked up. But you have any thoughts on that?
No. Because it's just, it's a little too late. When you wait that long to apologize for something, clearly someone is after you and they're ready to dish out the dirt. I
don't even know if there's any dirt, but you
something.
Knew what you were doing, Justin. You should have been apologized to Janet Jackson when it happened and been sincere. And then you should have been apologized to Britney Spears. And honestly, you shouldn't have did what you did with that whole situation in general because that was fucked up. Mm-hmm. Period. It was. But yeah, Justin, I'm a little upset, so I'm going to go ahead and cool down. We're going to move on from that. But just know that I'm really upset. Yeah? But, yeah, that's that. So, other than that, man, that's pretty much all the hot topics I think I have for this episode. Obviously, there's some other shit that's happening that I don't really want to talk about, like the whole thing with Trump and y'all white homies breaking into the Capitol, which to this day is insane. Well, actually,
So
they didn't break
insane.
into the Capitol; they were let in.
Yeah, they were let in.
Let's
They
let's
walked
let's
through.
let's get that out there. They were let in there, and
Still
I don't want
mind
to talk about that because it's Black History Month,
Okay.
and y'all can kiss my ass because y'all not gonna ruin this month for us, the shortest month of the year.
Okay.
Let's just put that out there, sweetie. But other than that, there's nothing else I want to talk about. Do you have anything, or you just want to move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
All right, man. So that's it. That's all that I have for the hot topics. Justin, I'm still upset. Honestly, throughout this show, I may spaz out a little bit because that really hurt my feelings. But yeah, that's all I
Because
got.
it was very random for him to just.
It really was. It was very
Apologize.
random. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But whatever. Let's just move on. What you got for me?
So, our real tea topic for today is mental health. So, basically, it's achieving anything you want in life. And it's starting with the mental state of mind and what you can cope with.
Mental health is. Oh, this is
It's a very wide
oof.
topic. So, it can range from mood disorders, anxiety, personality, even eating disorders. So, there's just so many things to tackle when it comes to mental health. And everyone copes with it differently. And everyone needs someone. But yet again, people don't have anyone. So, with me, I've never been through that, so I'm just going to get into the first question. Have you ever gone to therapy? I haven't, but I know my best friend, Delvin, has. So I'm going to let him answer that question.
I definitely have, and still to this day, I'm in therapy.
Nice.
Honestly, I recommend therapy to literally every single person. I don't care what you're going through. If you think you're the happiest person on earth, therapy is it's so important because people think that therapy is for people who are just depressed or people that are dealing with mental illnesses.
Exactly.
And that's not always the case. Like
Mhm.
for me, at least, therapy is helping me come up with different strategies to basically accomplish things that I normally would be able to, but because I am dealing with mental illnesses like anxiety, depression, or whatever, and other things, like therapy helps me achieve different goals and different things in my life by coming up with different ways, or like I said, strategies to achieve those things. So therapy it's hard. It's expensive as fuck. By the way, therapy should definitely be covered by insurance. I'm just saying.
I agree with
I don't
that.
know how we can make that work, but it should because therapy is not cheap. It's not cheap.
What's the
at
estimate
all.
price range?
I think it just depends on wherever you're getting therapy from. Obviously, I'm in the military, so it's cheaper for me. But I'm not gonna say how much I pay because it ain't nobody's business.
It's not.
But I just know it's not cheap.
Mm.
Okay, and without this sweet old military discount, it would not be. Yeah, I don't even know if I could even afford therapy. Let's just say that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not cheap. But I'm pretty sure there are other ways or other discounts or other things you can do. I know they have Talkspace. I've used Talkspace before. But yeah, therapy is very important for every single person,
Yeah.
man. Like I really think that everyone should be in therapy.
And I feel like community centers have like group therapy sessions as well, don't they?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if whoever's in charge over there is like an actual licensed therapist.
Right.
That also,
Be aware if you're looking into that.
let me just say this. Don't just think because, no, you need to go to an actual therapist. Someone who has a degree in this shit. Yeah, if they don't have a degree, you can miss me.
Okay.
Okay? You saw that? It was cute. You saw how I rhymed? Off the dome. Still on it.
Oh my goodness. So next one would be, can people get over mental illnesses without medication?
Ooh.
I mean, it's like yes and no.
I think it depends on the person.
It depends on the person. Like, if you have
For
a
sure.
strong support system, then yes. But if you don't have anyone that's kind of like keeping you sane and keeping you on track with whatever you're going through, then it's hard.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said,
It's really hard.
It just depends on the person, man. Because, a lot of times mental illnesses are like lifelong. It's like a chronic illness, a mental illness that needs consistent treatment.
Yes.
And a lot of people, like, I'm not a fan of taking medication because I don't do well with medicine, but some people do need medication. They do, and I think it depends on whatever you're dealing with as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say yes or no. I just think it just depends on the person. But like I said, I don't take medication. I'm not for it,
I
and
don't either.
if you need it, take it. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking medication for mental illnesses.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. This is a good one.
Oh God.
And I think I kind of know the reason behind it, but why don't Black people believe in mental illnesses or therapy?
Ooh, child.
Now, I'm Haitian and Bahamian, so within the Haitian culture, we have remedies for everything. Girl. So when you're sick, there's a remedy. When you're going through things in life, there's a remedy. There's always a remedy. Like my grandma always says, you don't need to go to therapy. We'll sit here and talk it out. But talking it out or pray it out, it's always, love you, God, but it's always, we'll sit, we'll pray it out. Jesus has the answer for everything, but no. So Caribbean families, they're very stuck on just the family and not going out to other people that are professionally good at it and reaching out to them. So I personally disagree with my Caribbean family, and they're going to be like, well, that's because you're the American culture. You like to stick with the American culture. And I'm like, no, but the American culture knows what they're talking about, especially when it comes to therapy. So I disagree with my family.
I mean, okay, here's the issue with that. If anybody needs therapy, it's Black people. Think of the history of what we've been through.
A lot.
Just from like us being beaten, raped, killed, like slavery. Like if anybody needs therapy, it's Black people.
Us.
Like, and of course therapy has gotten better with our generation. Given what's going on. Oh my God, last year, if anybody didn't need therapy, I know last year made a lot of people go to therapy because last year was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it's gotten better with our generation, but like our parents and their parents and their parents, they didn't believe in therapy.
Nope.
And to be honest, I love you. I love my parents.
That's where the toxic comes in.
That's the reason why a lot of them are still dealing with issues that they faced back then that they didn't, get any treatment for. Like, I love my parents, but there are a lot of things that they're dealing with right now that they should have tackled when they were younger or teenagers or younger adults that, wouldn't have been an issue now if they just would have dealt with it back then.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if anybody needs therapy, it's Black people.
We're stuck in our own way.
Period. And that just goes back to what I said earlier. Therapy needs to be more affordable because a lot of people aren't in therapy because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
They can't fucking afford it. That's why they go out to, other people to try to find advice or whatever, which is cool. But at the same time, you need a licensed therapist. You need someone who knows what the hell they're talking about. But for Black people not to believe in therapy, I just think it's crazy. I really do. Because like I said, given the history of Black people, if anybody needs therapy, it is us.
Yeah.
Okay?
We go through so much shit.
Like, even still today.
Yeah.
Like, till this day. You know what that means? To this day. Yeah. Like, we need therapy. Yeah. Like, I'm so tired of Black people just saying that therapy is not, it's not needed or just pray about it and it'll go away. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for praying. Like, I'll pray all day. Yeah. But you have to put in the work to see results. Faith without work is dead.
I think
that's in the Bible, girl. Yeah. Hello? You have to put in the work because you can't just sit there and pray for for something to get better and not do what you need to do for it to get better. It doesn't work like that.
I think that the problem with us and our culture is we don't want to talk about things.
We don't. Because like I said earlier, people don't want to accept pain.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with it when it's necessary.
They want to have this wall.
It's necessary.
And just you can have this tough out barrier, but you need to talk about it. You need to let your walls down. Because it will help you release so much tension off of your shoulders.
For sure. You have to deal with it, man. Like, just suppressing your issues, like I said earlier, this is the reason why our parents are still dealing with issues from back then because they have suppressed these issues for so long. And it's like, there's only like a certain, you only can suppress that shit for so long. It's going to come out.
Yeah.
It's going to come out.
Yeah.
And you better hope it comes out on a couch with a therapist. And not just randomly somewhere else and you don't know what to do. Exactly. Because I've seen it and it's not pretty.
It's bad.
That's me. It literally happened with me. Yeah, with me being gay. Like, it's, I don't know, man. Like, just with me being gay, like, granted, it's not a mental illness, but it is something that growing up, like, I wasn't comfortable with. And I'm not saying that it's because of my parents, because my parents never told me that, if you were gay, we would disown you. I never really had like a real bad story with, being gay, but I didn't feel comfortable. They didn't make me feel comfortable or safe to come and tell them that I'm dealing with this. And that I never felt safe.
Right.
And a lot of the things that I heard them talk about, and this goes for just anybody, honestly, the homophobia that parents like display may not be towards like your actual child, but just so you know, we hear the things you say about other people. That's one of the reasons why I never felt comfortable coming out, because I heard other things towards other people. You're still homophobic and you're still displaying homophobia. Just because you're not talking about me and I'm your child, you're talking about other people. And again, I hear it, and that makes me not want to come out.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why, like, I suppressed being gay for a long time. I didn't want to accept it. I didn't understand it. And I was blessed with two moms. I had my mom and my godmom. My godmom was a heavy Christian. I used to go to church all the time. I'm like, well, God, if this is not the right, quote unquote, right way to be, then why do I feel this way? Like, if it's not of you, then why am I dealing with this? And like, for a long time, I literally tried to pray the gay away. Like, I'm like, God, if this is not of you, then I don't want it. Like, I don't want it.
Right.
And it took me years to understand that this is who I am.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, nothing I can do about that, but just embrace it and live my life. Yeah. Period. And I only got to this place because of therapy. Literally because of therapy. If it wasn't for therapy, I would not be who I am today. Now, I've been going to therapy for years and I never talked about it to my family. Because again, I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel comfortable enough to talk about it. I didn't. And I love my parents down. They never really mistreated me or anything.
They're just stuck in their own way.
And
their own opinion.
You know what? Not even just that, because again, I've never really heard them say anything about me, or not even really say anything negative about other people.
Okay.
But I just didn't feel comfortable or safe to come out. And that's the thing. You have to make your kids feel safe.
Yes.
Because if they don't feel safe, they're not going to talk to you about the real important shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I've dealt with that. But yeah, man, Black people, everyone get in therapy. Every single person needs therapy. Please. And when I have my kids, they're definitely going to therapy.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Kid, I don't care. You're going to therapy. Period.
Only if they need to.
No, they're going.
You can come to me as a parent.
No, they're going.
You think so?
Absolutely. Because there's only so much I can teach you. Like, I'm not a licensed therapist.
Well, if you can teach them what you know first, and they grasp that, and it turns out for the better, do you still think that they need to go to therapy?
Yeah. Because you got to think about it. You're not raising your kids on your own. Like, society actually raises your kids as well. So they're going to go through things that you may not be able to help them with. So I think that they need to be in therapy. I really do.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, get in therapy, guys. What's the next one?
The next one is...
Ooh, that was deep. I got chills down my spine, girl. And that never happens unless I'm... Never mind. Keep going.
You know what?
I'm grown. Mind your business.
Okay, next one is, why do some people choose to take medication, substance abuse, and not therapy? Is it safe?
I don't think it's proven not to be safe. I just think it's less effective.
It is less effective.
I don't think that, taking medication and not actually speaking to a therapist is effective. Like, I think you need to speak to someone. Granted, it could be based off the person, honestly, but for me, I just think it's less effective. What do you think?
Some people, again, just going off of just a general, knowledge, I think some people just do it just to take the pain away because, again, like we said, people don't want to feel pain.
Yeah.
They don't want to go through pain. So they just take medication or do substance abuse to just kind of drift away from the real life, and it can lead into addiction. That's why I say, is it safe or is it not safe? It's actually very, very dangerous because you don't know how much they're consuming.
It can be. But like I said, it depends on the person.
It depends on the person.
It truly depends on the person. But yeah, like I said, if you're going to take medication, I'm for it. I'm not against taking medication. Well, I am personally, but for someone else, if you got to take medication, then take medication. But yeah, I think that to be more effective, you need to speak to a licensed therapist.
Yep.
That's just how I feel.
So collectively, speak to someone professionally that is licensed. Do not go to a friend saying, can you help me with my problems?
No, you cannot.
No, because that's not going to work, because in actuality, they're going to tell you something negative than something positive.
I mean, it could be something positive, but at the same time, like, they can't help you with everything.
No.
They can't. And a lot of times people give you advice. A lot of people, and this is the wrong way to do this. A lot of people give you advice for if they were you.
Yes.
That's not how it should be. Don't give me advice for if you were me. No, give me advice for me, sweetie.
It always starts with, well, if it was me,
I don't
would
care if
do
it was you.
this,
It's not
this,
you.
this, and that. And it's like, it always
not you.
starts that way. And it's like, no, it's not about you. We're talking about me. This is my problem.
Exactly.
How can we fix my problem? Not if it was you.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next one would be, is it all in the person's head?
I hate that. I hate that. It is not all in my head.
No.
Yeah, it's not. Like, mental illnesses can be caused by many different factors.
things.
Like to say it's all in my head is, for me, it's like you're saying that it's not real.
Yeah. You're calling me crazy.
Exactly.
You're calling me psychotic.
Like, that's exactly what you're saying. And
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm literally I'm dealing with an issue that I need help.
Yeah.
And for you to ask me, or is it all in my head, or you're just, you're overreacting, it's not that serious. This is one of the reasons why people don't want to come to talk to people at all, because people think
exactly.
they're crazy.
They're closed out because people are not listening to them.
Right.
They're just blocking them out.
I don't know. I think that these issues that people are dealing with are very real. For you to say something like that, or even think something like that, it's not okay.
No.
Because mental illnesses is a real thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not hallucinating. I'm not like, no, this is real. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm dealing with this. So it's not all in my head. I need help.
Yeah.
And that's that. Yeah. That's just how I feel about that. It's not in our head. Okay? It's real.
Very real.
Okay? But yeah. So
Good
what else you got for
segment.
me?
I think that's it. That's all we wrote down.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually kind of good, because this is getting a little deep for
Yeah.
me. And one thing about me, like I said, I like being especially about topics like this. I like being transparent because it's important.
Yeah.
We need to talk about mental illnesses and therapy and like those kind of things more,
It needs
because
to be said.
people really need to start, getting
Opening
into therapy.
up.
Like I said, exactly, dealing with the
Yes.
issues, because if you don't deal with it, it's not going to get better.
It's just going to eat you alive,
It
basically.
is. It's not going to get better until
And
you
you
deal with
can't
it.
move on with your life and be happy and go on to positive things if this issue is holding you back.
Right.
So you have to get it out. You have to talk to someone professionally. So yeah, this was definitely a good segment.
Yeah, I agree. And let's move on to the questions real quick before we get out of here. We didn't really get that many questions. But I only want to answer one today.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we had more, right?
We have like maybe 3, but we really don't have that much time, to be honest. But I just want to answer one that's really important.
Ooh. I just saw
And-
the one that we just got. Okay, which
Yeah.
one do you want to answer?
The one from Benjamin, I think.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Benjamin, and I need your advice on coming out. I guess this question is for D, being that he's gay. I'm 20 years old, and I haven't told my parents that I'm gay. One of the reasons I haven't is because they're still supporting me. I'm currently in school that they're paying for. I'm just tired of feeling like I'm not being true to myself. What's your advice?
This question really touched my soul. Like,
Aw.
for anyone to even ask for my opinion for something like that is really like,
Yeah.
that's some real shit, man. But honestly, Benjamin, right?
Yes.
I think it
Benjamin.
depends on your parents, honestly. If your parents, if they make it comfortable for you to come out and you feel like you can, I
Mhm.
would recommend that, you could come out and just be yourself and be happy. But if you feel that there's any ounce of like, you can't come out to your parents, or you don't, they don't make you feel safe, like I
Yeah.
said earlier, don't do it. Like, as much as people want me to say do it and be yourself, you're 20 years old and you're in school that they're paying for. I would recommend that you wait until you're on your own to come out. I really would, because unless you can, provide for yourself, because a lot of people, once they come out, they deal with a lot of backlash. That's not great. Like, a lot of parents, like when they find that their children are gay, they tend to turn to people that you do not know, and that's not pretty. So it just depends on how comfortable you are and how safe you feel with telling your parents that you're gay. But just know that it, as corny as it may sound, it does get better. But if you feel like you can't come out, then don't do it. Just continue to do what you're doing now. Stay in school, get your degree, do what you got to do. And once you're on your own and you can provide for yourself, then you can come out to your parents. But just know you're not faking who you are. Like you are being yourself. Just know that. Just know you are being yourself. It's just a little complicated right now. And that's okay. Because again, you're 20 years old. Yeah. So you still have time to live and go through experiences and all that kind of stuff. So once you're, comfortable and you feel safe to come out to your parents, I think that's when you should do it. But I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or not or whatever, but just know you can always reach out to me. Like, I'm here. Stuff like that really touches my soul because when it comes to my community, I'm here. And any advice that I can give people, I'm here, man. Like, I really appreciate you writing that letter. Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're here for you.
Of course. Always.
I love you.
Yeah. But before we get out of here, I want to talk about something that pissed me off earlier.
Uh-oh.
Mind you, we just talked about Benjamin. I'm sorry, Benjamin. I was just being all sweet. Now I'm about to get real nasty, okay? There was this girl. So, you know how people say that, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I'm good with faces but not names. You've heard that before?
Yeah.
I've said it before, right?
Yeah.
But girl, I'm finna call you out real quick because you pissed me off. So I was leaving Walmart, right? And I understand when you have your mask on, like this much makes a lot of difference. So you can't tell who it is. I was outside, sweetie. You saw my face. And I saw the nigga you was with. And I noticed why you did it. Anyway, so I'm walking to my car. Mind you, we know each other for years. Like, we have each other's numbers. Like, we've hung out but plenty of times. Like, we know each other.
Uh-oh.
But because I'm out and I'm gay and you know it and you with this man, you want to act funny. I'm finna call you out. So she was just like, oh my God, what is your name? Like, I'm sorry, I'm good with faces but not names. Bitch. I literally said, girl, you just texted me like a month ago. You know my name. Don't act brand new. I'm not going to say your name because I'm not going to give you that much shine.
Say it.
No, I'm not going to give her no shine. She's not not on this show. Ain't happening. But first of all, she told me, I'm so sorry. Like, what's your name? Like, I'm good with faces, not names. Good with faces. Baby. Bitch, you are not an iPhone. This is not fucking face recognition, girl. Face ID. Girl, you know my name. Don't act brand new because you with your man or whoever that was. Sweetie. My name is Delvin Christopher Jordan, and I know you know it because you just texted me and you have my number.
Damn.
That really pissed me off because you're trying to act brand new in front of that man that was not cute.
Oh, he wasn't even fine?
First of all, did you see his haircut?
Oh, see? We talked about the last time. Like, hygiene.
0 to hero. A haircut could do a lot for you. Yeah? So don't try to act brand new because you with that man, girl. That really pissed me off. I'm good with faces but not names. What do you mean? You know me, girl. We've known each other for years. Since I moved to Florida, you've known me.
That's a damn
How dare
shame.
you? And while I'm at it, Justin, I'm still mad. How dare you wait 20 fucking years to apologize to Janet Jackson and Britney Spears? You know what? Yeah, you're amazing. I like a lot of your music. Thank you for working on Rocket with Beyonce. I love Rocket. That's a great-ass song, and you're a great producer. But how dare you do that? Yeah, and while we're at it, Amanda Gorman, you did your thing at the inauguration.
Hey.
And at the Super Bowl. And I'm tired of y'all talking about, oh, she's the first African-American, whatever. No. She's not the first African-American. She's the first ever, period.
Thank you.
First ever youth poet.
Poets, thank you.
Not African-American. And while I'm on the roll, I'm going to keep going. Back to you, Justin. How dare you? First of all, that happened to Janet Jackson 2004, I think.
2004, yes.
2004, and you waited 20 years to apologize? Justin, you know what? And I love NSYNC. Are you crazy? Pop was my shit. What? And I love your music. Cry Me a River. I cried all the time I heard that song. And then you had the nerve to have a Britney lookalike. Are you crazy, Justin? All right, I'm going to calm down. But Justin, just know that what you did was wrong, okay? And Benjamin, I'm here for you if you need me. Matter, I'm going on the road. Fuck that. Benjamin, if you want to DM me, my Instagram is Delvin Christopher. Hit me up. The podcast is the real T _ podcast. Hit us up. Let me know. Justin, we're here for you. Black people, get y'all ass in therapy because we all need it. Okay? Everybody. All y'all get in therapy.
And that's on that.
And when you have kids, put your kids in therapy too. I'm still on a roll. You know what? Abel, The Weeknd, that performance was boring and you know it was. Okay?
It was
I love
okay.
you, Weeknd. Well, I don't know about love. Let's calm down. I don't love you. But I like you. It wasn't okay. Don't cape for him.
It was okay.
Don't cape for him.
Listen.
Mm-mm.
Every artist is a different artist.
I'm on a roll. You want a piece of this too? How dare you show up here late to the... First
of all,
we said 1 o'clock. We said 1 o'clock and she got here at 1:10. How dare you on
1:10? Bitch, I know you fucking lying.
109,
I know you fucking lying. I got here at 104. 104.
Oh, you know that's a lie.
1 dot dot
Tamia Williams.
0 4.
You're gonna lie like that?
No, I'm not lying.
You did not get hit 104,
Yes,
sweetie.
I pulled up at 104.
You know what? She was on CP time. We are C as in colored, P as in people. That was you. You got here late. We said 1 o'clock, right?
And we still started.
We said 1 o'clock. Didn't we say 1 o'clock? Right?
Were you sitting?
No, we said 1 o'clock, right? No, for real. We said 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we said 1 o'clock.
What time did you get here?
104.
That's not 1 o'clock.
You weren't sitting in the chair at 1 o'clock.
That's not 1 o'clock.
You weren't sitting in the chair at 1 o'clock, sweetie.
Because I was waiting on you, sweetie.
No, because when I pulled up, you were already walking back there, but you weren't sitting in the chair.
I was walking back because you were late. And my friend came and got me because you were late.
Sir.
But it's all good, you know. Better late than never. You made it here, safe, with your shirt and my shirt. We're matching.
Shout out to Skinny Bone. College Street.
You know, it is what it is, but you still were late. And, you know, I was a little hurt, but I'm over it. And I hope that you've been supporting Beyonce, even though you haven't, because you're going to put on Instagram. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm still on the roll. How dare you going to talk about something? You're going to text your friend talking about something. I'm not really a fan like that.
They texted me.
Whatever. You said, I just like her music and that's it. Like music.
I do.
Beyonce's presence is amazing. Are you kidding me? Her music, her stage presence, everything Beyonce does, guess what? Is amazing.
Her music is anything.
How dare you? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Live, recorded.
Don't do that because you know what you're doing.
You want me to be specific?
You were trying to diminish Beyonce and what she's giving America and everybody else. You know what you're doing, and I'm not here for it. Don't you dare talk about Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter, a.k.a. Blue Ivy's
Ladies and
assistant.
gentlemen, welcome
How
to This
dare
is
you?
Delvin.
She tried it, y'all.
I did not try it.
Q New York. Beyonce. You look like fucking Luther Vandross. No, but you tried it.
I didn't.
It's okay.
We're both different.
It's fine.
We're both different.
You know, I'm gonna calm down now. Justin, you tried it. I'm just gonna keep saying that you did. But I'm calm now. But that's all I got. That's my little rant for them. I don't know where that came from. It came out of nowhere.
It's natural.
But you know. It is what it is.
Cute.
Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Tried to comfort me. Tried to comfort me.
Tried? I did.
You didn't try nothing.
I did, and I slayed you.
No, you didn't.
Like I said earlier, if it ain't black, it's whack. Are you black, Timia?
Damn right.
I know that's right.
Damn right.
I know that's right.
Okay.
But yeah, anything else?
Make sure that you guys email us any questions that you have because we would like to get to it. So what is the email, Delvin? The
realtquestions@gmail.com. I'm not going to spell it because y'all know how to spell it and we posted it everywhere. But anyway, other than that, thank y'all so much, man. I appreciated the love we've been getting for the first episode and all that good stuff. And until next time, guys, you know, we'll see y'all later.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Peace.
I don't know where that rant came from.
Bitch,
I'm so sorry.
You gonna stop coming for me.
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna start up the next podcast coming for you, bitch.
It just came out. I'm sorry.